Today I'm going to go through some of the latest news from the Zelda franchise, including Nintendo filing new patents for the latest Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom loses its top ranking for 2023's Metacritic, plus also we've got some free gifts in the game, including a free golden apple from Nintendo. Without further delay, let's dive right into the news. So first of all, Nintendo patents Link's abilities in Tears of the Kingdom. Nintendo has secured patents for features within Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, including Link's Ultra Hand and Fuse abilities. Recent reports from Automaton indicate that Nintendo has chosen to publicly disclose a series of its registered patents, totaling 31 in all, which are associated with the latest installment of the Zelda franchise. So while a significant portion of these patents relate to Link's primary set of capabilities, there's also some more unconventional and broad-ranging patents. Among these is a patent covering the game's loading screen mechanics. In terms of gameplay mechanics, one patent is directed at Link's behaviour when positioned on a mobile object, ensuring his movement aligns with the object's trajectory and pace, therefore removing the need for additional player input. Another patent has been granted that prevents Link from deploying his Ultra Hand to seize an object while on top of it, so this safeguarding of distinct interactions underscores Nintendo's proactive legal approach to preserving innovative game features. While it is reasonable for Nintendo to safeguard the most distinctive aspects of the game through its patents, some observers find the quantity and the intricacy of these patents somewhat extensive. So citing a 2022 report from Patent Result, Automaton reveal a ranking of Japanese companies based on the number of patents that could potentially be contested by rivals. In this ranking, Nintendo stands 5th, having secured 180 patents, that trails behind Konami with 343, Bandai Namco at 325, Sony at 236, and Sega at 206. Well, next up, Tears of the Kingdom loses Metacritic top spot for 2023, so Baldur's Gate 3 has surged ahead of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on Metacritic scoreboards, emerging as the top-rated game of 2023 so far. That race for the coveted title of 2023's Game of the Year, it's already begun to intensify even before the full year has unfolded. So we've got Tears of the Kingdom, Resident Evil 4, Remnant 2, loads of really good games. We've also got Starfield coming up, and also Marvel's Spider-Man 2. I reckon those are going to be in the conversation as well. So while those final two there are yet to make their debut, a new contender has thrown its hat into the ring for Game of the Year, and that is Baldur's Gate 3. So this is a role-playing masterpiece game, and it's not only made impressive strides on the sales charts, but has also generated a surge in pre-order sales on PSN due to its positive word of mouth. Baldur's Gate 3 has not only resonated well with players, but also garnered widespread acclaim from critics who have been lavishing it with praise. In a surprising turn of events, this acclaim has propelled the game past The Legend of Zelda's latest escapade on Metacritic. Previously, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom held a comfortable lead at the top with a stellar Metacritic score of 96, making it the highest rated game of the year so far, and for a brief period, Baldur's Gate 3 shared that meta score. However, the landscape has shifted in recent days. Larian's grand endeavour, Baldur's Gate 3, has now gone past it to a remarkable 97 on Metacritic, firmly establishing itself as the best rated video game of 2023 to this point. So it is important to note that these rankings remain subject to change, particularly in the context of Baldur's Gate 3. So after all, not every review outlet has weighed in on the RPG, and also significant voices like IGN are going to be providing ongoing updates with their review in progress. Nevertheless, it's evident that Baldur's Gate 3 has etched its name onto the annals of 2023's most critically acclaimed gaming experiences. Well, next up in the news, Tears of the Kingdom is selling better than hotcakes. So Nintendo unveiled its financial results for the initial quarter of the fiscal year of 2024, providing an update on the insights to the sales performance of its games and hardware up to June the 30th, 2023. So while not entirely unexpected, the success of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is hugely impressive. In under 2 months, The game has achieved sales of 18.51 million copies. And it's important to note, as we go further into August, this figure is almost certainly going to surge even higher. There was also another reveal from Nintendo that Tears of the Kingdom contributed nearly 50% of all software sales during their fiscal year Q1, and the majority of these sales were attributed to existing owners of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. However, an increasing proportion of sales originated from players who had not previously played Breath of the Wild, and also they were selling that Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch as well, so I would imagine that really helped with all the profits. The sequel to the highly anticipated Breath of the Wild itself having gained sales of 30.65 million units, and Tears of the Kingdom made its debut on the 12th of May 2023, and it has impressively achieved 10 million units sold within the first 3 days of release. Well, finally then, we've got a free golden apple for everybody. So recently, the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom had an update introducing a new feature to allow Switch users to get items from the system's news channel, and you can get those items directly in the game. So Nintendo have been making really good use of this feature with a number of free item giveaways. So you can check out the news channel now and check out the latest Zelda post. And this time it runs through the basics of taking a selfie using a picture of Link with Pura as an example. If you read through that story at the bottom, you're going to be able to redeem a special golden apple in the game. So here is how to redeem that item. When Nintendo say about the golden apple, we'd like to present you with a golden apple. Maybe you can use it in your cooking. To claim it, simply launch the game using this link. So here's how you get your own golden apple in Tears of the Kingdom. Go to your Nintendo Switch on the home screen and select the news icon. Scroll to the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom news story, smile for the camera. Click on play now within the news article. Boot up the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and then you will receive a golden apple. Well, here's a description about golden apples from Zelda Dungeons. So golden apples flourish on the very trees that yield regular apples, yet they are notably more scarce. When consumed raw, they replenish additional half-heart beyond what a typical apple offers. Over an open flame, they can be transformed into a baked golden apple, and sometimes you can get golden apples as a reward. So to get news channel items, make sure you've updated to Tears of the Kingdom version 1.2.0, and then you can claim some free items just by reading the news. Well, talking about reading the news, that is it for the news today for the Legend of Zelda. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the latest news. I would love to hear what you think. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching or for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you real soon.